I1 Answers is presented by the Grand River Dam Authority. Additional funding provided by the Gerald H. Westby Jr. Foundation, RCB Bank, the Muscogee Creek Nation, and viewers like you. Thank you.
The Riverfield Ravens and the Stigler Panthers are here to face off on tonight's episode of I1 Answers. And welcome to Oklahoma's favorite academic game show, I Want Answers, presented by GRDA. I'm your host, Anna Berry. Now, tonight's teams are the Riverfield Ravens and the Stigler Panthers. Welcome, teams. Now, these teams are competing for a chance at $12,000 in scholarship money that will be awarded in the championship at the end of the season. Riverfield was our Season 7 champion, so they are back with a new team this season to defend their title. Let's start off by meeting the players from Riverfield. First, we have Sashwat Singh, who is a junior and the team captain. Hey. And then we have Brendan Paul, sophomore. We've got Miles Capehart, also a sophomore. And then we have Robert Hale, sophomore. Welcome, gentlemen. All right, let's meet the players from Stigler. Starting with the team captain, Canyon Dean, senior. We have Devin Wilson, a junior. We've got Joshua Morris, junior. And we have Claire Autry, freshman. Welcome, gentlemen and lady. All right, are you teams ready to play? Riverfield? Stigler, yeah. All right, are you ready to play, audience? I know that you all want some questions, but this show's about what I want. What do I want? Answers. All right, we begin our competition tonight with the speed round.
First up, the speed round. The speed round consists of individual answered questions worth 10 points each. The first team member to buzz in gets to answer. No conferring between team members is allowed in this round.
All right, teams, we got our buzzer hands ready? Here we go. First question. When chlorine is passed into ammonia, the chemical reaction forms nitrogen and what chemical compound? Riverfield?
Oxygen.
Incorrect. Stigler?
Ammonium.
Incorrect. Hydrogen chloride. What was the primary commodity handled by these organizations? Russian American Company, New Netherland Company, Hudson's Bay Company. Riverfield?
Tobacco.
Incorrect. Pass. All right. Furs. Located in present-day Pennsylvania, what was Sweden's only colony in the New World? Riverfield?
New Amsterdam.
Incorrect. Stigler?
New Stockholm.
Incorrect, but you got the first word right. New Sweden. All right, in the 2018 test of the SpaceX Falcon Heavy rocket, what unusual payload was carried aloft? Stigler?
Car.
Incorrect. Riverfield?
Tesla.
Correct. Video question by Justin Alberty, the VP of Corporate Communications at GRDA.
Name a machine powered by natural gas, coal, or other fuel sources that turns physical energy into mechanical energy into electricity.
Stigler?
Generator.
Incorrect. Riverfield?
Turbine.
Correct. All right, stylized statues of what mystic are common in the Temple of Angkor Wat? Riverfield?
Buddha.
Correct. Complete this remark by John Kennedy that illustrates parallel construction. Mankind must put an end to war or... Stigler?
War will put an end to mankind.
Correct. What phrase from the Declaration of Independence means indisputable or incontestable? Riverfield?
Inalienable.
Incorrect. Self-evident. Video question by Erin Griffiths, Marketing Director at RCB Bank.
One challenge people often face when using credit cards is that they can make purchases they cannot what?
Riverfield?
Afford.
Correct. All right. These are the first words of the unofficial lyrics to What American Bugle Call. I can't get 'em up, I can't get 'em up, I can't get 'em up this morning. Riverfield?
Reveille.
Correct. In 1821, what became the first state located entirely west of the Mississippi River to be admitted to the Union? Riverfield?
Kansas.
Incorrect. Stigler?
Texas?
Incorrect. Missouri. Here is a math question.
According to Euler's formula, the number of faces plus the number of vertices minus the number of edges always equals what?
Riverfield?
2.
Correct. That was fast. All right. Much in the news in early 2018 was the DACA program. This acronym stands for what? Riverfield?
Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals.
Yes, correct. Now, when a cloud of interstellar dust is so dense that it obscures light emanating from behind it, it is known as what kind of nebula? Riverfield?
Dark.
Correct. A dark nebula. All right. Math question. I'm going to read it. In how many ways could first and second place be awarded in a group of 10 contestants? Riverfield?
90.
Correct. All right. Surface currents of large bodies of water are set in motion mainly by what phenomenon? Stigler?
The Coriolis effect?
Incorrect. Riverfield?
Differences in temperature.
Incorrect. Wind. This is a description of what mammal? They make good pets where venomous snakes abound because they fearlessly tackle even king cobras by lightning lunges. And Stigler?
Dogs?
Incorrect. Riverfield?
Cats.
Incorrect. A mongoose. I didn't write them. All right. What revolutionary leader and president of North Vietnam was instrumental in gaining his country's independence from France? Stigler?
Ho Chi Minh?
Correct. All right, that bell means time's up for the speed round. The score stands at 90 for Riverfield and 20 for Stigler, but we've got round 2 coming right up. We'll be right back.
Every day, the employees of the Grand River Dam Authority strive for excellence by focusing on the 5 E's: employees, electricity, environmental stewardship, economic development, and efficiency. We do this by producing low-cost, reliable electricity that touches 75 of the 77 counties in the state. At no cost to the taxpayers, we also manage 70,000 surface acres of lakes and the scenic Illinois River. Annually, the efforts of Team GRDA facilitate over $450 million in economic activity for Oklahoma.
The Gerald H. Westby Jr. Foundation is a proud sponsor of I Want Answers on RSU Public TV. Throughout his life, Gerald Westby worked hard to add to the quality of life through his legacy of support for the arts, arts education, and culture. The Gerald H. Westby Jr. Foundation continues this work.
At RCB Bank, you are not just a number. You are our neighbor, friend, coworker, PTA partner, business owner down the street, and so much more. We value our relationship with you. We are here to serve you at any of our locations or online at rcbbank.com. With over 50 locations across Oklahoma and Kansas, we're everywhere you need us to be. RCB Bank is your hometown community bank, interested in your financial well-being. RCB Bank, that's my bank.
I'm Shashwat Singh. I'm a junior at Riverfield Country Day School, and I really like politics. My favorite politician is definitely Al Gore because I just really like the 2000 election.
Hello, I'm Miles Capehart. I am a 10th grader at Riverfield Country Day School, and I like a number of things. I like history, and I fence, and I like language and linguistics and whatnot. So, yeah, I'm Miles.
I'm Brendan Paul. I'm a sophomore at Riverfield Country Day School. I like about everything sports and 80s music, and I'm also the editor-in-chief of our school newspaper.
Hi, I'm Robert Hill. I'm a sophomore at Riverfield Country Day School, and my interests generally encompass math and some other subsets of math.
You're watching I Want Answers on RSU Public TV.
And welcome back to I Want Answers presented by GRDA. Teams, are you ready for more questions?
Yes.
All right, because Advantage Round is coming up next.
Next up, the Advantage Round. In this round, the teams face off by first attempting to answer a speed question. The team that answers correctly receives 10 points and the opportunity to answer 3 advantage questions worth 10 points each. After the 3 advantage questions, it's back to the speed questions to determine who gets the next advantage. The speed questions can be answered by anyone, but the answers for the advantage questions must come from the team captain.
All right, we ready? Here is your first speed question. In the early 19th century, Auguste Comte said it would always be impossible to analyze the chemical composition of stars. The development of what field of light science proved him wrong? Riverfield?
Spectrometry?
Yes, that's good. It was spectroscopy, but your intention was correct. All right, so advantage for Riverfield. Your category is islands. What archipelago was originally named in honor of the Earl of Sandwich?
Hawaii.
Correct. Millicent Selzman's book, Land of the Giant Tortoise, is about what ecologically significant group of islands in the Pacific?
Galapagos.
Correct. What major island is located just to the north of Malta and just to the west of the southern tip of the Italian peninsula?
Sicily.
Correct. All right, back to speed. What order is used in a story in which the events in the story follow the same order in which they happened in time? Stigler?
Chronological.
Correct. Advantage for Stigler. Your category is archaeology. Ancient books were not made of separate pages. Instead, they were on a long sheet of papyrus leaves pasted together and rolled up into a what?
Scroll.
Correct. Lydian slaters, Persian darics, Athenian drachmans, and Roman talents are examples of what?
Money.
Correct. In Teotihuacan, both the Temple of the Moon and the Temple of the Sun are shaped like what geometric solids?
Pyramids.
Correct. All right, back to speed. What term that in literature and drama indicates a prevailing mood also means a musical sound? Riverfield?
Tone.
Correct. Advantage for Riverfield. Hydrology is your category. Sometimes a layer of permeable sandstone containing a great deal of water lies between 2 layers of impermeable shale. The saturated sandstone comprises an underground bed called a what?
Aquifer.
Correct. The jet-like eruptions of nitrogen on Neptune's moon, Triton, and the carbon dioxide eruptions from the Martian ice cap have been given what name that, on Earth, refers to intermittent ejections of water and steam from natural hot springs?
Geyser.
Correct. A site on a river, lake, or canal where hydrologic data is collected is what kind of station? Gauging station. All right, back to speed. Who was First Lady of the United States from 1861 to 1865? Riverfield?
Jackie Kennedy.
Incorrect. Stigler?
Mary Todd Lincoln.
Correct. Advantage for Stigler. Your theme is voting. Sometimes a single negative vote can block the admission of an applicant to an organization. What is the term for this casting of negative votes using dark-colored orbs?
Pass.
Blackballing. What kind of test was once used in the United States to prevent people who could not read or write from voting?
Poll test.
Excuse me?
Poll test.
Incorrect. Literacy test. Mabel Lorentz was traveling in Europe during the presidential election, but she was still able to cast her vote by using what kind of ballot?
Telegraph ballot? I don't know.
Absentee ballot. All right, back to speed. Inactive substances containing no medication are routinely administered to people in control groups in experiments testing the effectiveness of new drugs. What are such substances called? Riverfield?
Placebo?
Correct. Advantage for Riverfield. Your category is aviation. What in Nazi Germany was the equivalent of the RAF in Britain?
Luftwaffe.
Correct. Name the American military aviator who antagonized the Army and Navy with claims such as these. Battleships could be sunk by aerial bombs. 1,000 bombers could be built for the cost of just one battleship. U.S. military leadership exhibited almost treasonable administration of the national defense. Billy Mitchell. In 2016, a pilot in the U.S. Navy's elite flight demonstration squadron was killed when his jet crashed shortly after takeoff. Name that aerobatic team. Blue Angels. All right, back to speed. What part of the body includes the name of a Greek hero and slayer of Hector? Stigler?
Achilles.
Incorrect. Riverfield? Sorry.
Achilles tendon.
Tendon, yes. All right, advantage for Riverfield. Bays. The largest estuary in the U.S. is what bay surrounded by Virginia and Maryland?
Chesapeake.
Correct. The Nicobar Islands are in what enormous bay?
Bay of Bengal.
Correct. Name the largest bay on the western side of the Florida Peninsula.
San Francisco Bay.
Incorrect. Okay. Tampa Bay. All right, back to speed. What is the title of a person employed by a law office who is not a member of the bar but still performs routine tasks requiring Riverfield?
Paralegal.
Correct. Advantage for Riverfield. Category is satire. In Gulliver's Travels, the only difference between members of the two political parties of Lilliput is their preferred height of what fashionable item?
Hats.
Incorrect. Heels or boots. This is from what story? Buttercup's ears were now caked with snow sand all the way in, and her nose was filled with snow sand, both nostrils, and she knew if she opened her eyes, a million tiny fine bits of snow sand would seep behind her eyelids.
Pass.
Princess Bride. This is from what satire? All the humbler animals set to work to learn the new maxim by heart. 4 legs good, 2 legs bad. It was inscribed on the end wall of the barn above the 7 commandments and in big letters.
Animal Farm.
Correct. All right, back to speed. That's all the time we have for the advantage round. The score stands at 230 for Riverfield and 70 for Stigler, but we've got one more round coming up. Stay with us.
Our world was founded on women. Our identity comes from our mothers.
I carry their wisdom.
The women have taught us our ways and traditions.
I carry my nation.
The women have taught us how to survive. Their strength guides us forward.
I carry on.
We are Muscogee women.
Culture, preserving it, living it.
I Want Answers is made possible by the Tulsa Port of Catoosa, one of the largest, most inland river ports of the U.S. inland river system. Agricultural commodities, building materials, fuel, and machinery are shipped into and out of the Tulsa Port of Catoosa daily using a combination of barge, rail, and truck. To learn more about the Tulsa Port of Catoosa, visit their website at tulsaport.com. And also by Advanced Research Chemicals, providing customer-focused solutions to basic and advanced chemical applications. ARC has a long history of giving back to our local and international communities. For more information, visit fluoridearc.com.
At Rogers State University, we keep things personal.
It all starts here.
RSU has campuses in Claremore, Bartlesville, and Pryor, with on-campus housing and a wide variety of programs to suit your needs.
It all starts here.
Rogers State University.
Every day, the employees of the Grand River Dam Authority strive for excellence by focusing on the 5 E's: employees, electricity, environmental stewardship, economic development, and efficiency. We do this by producing low-cost, reliable electricity that touches 75 of the 77 counties in the state. At no cost to the taxpayers, we also manage 70,000 surface acres of lakes and the scenic Illinois River. Annually, the efforts of Team GRDA facilitate over $450 million in economic activity for Oklahoma.
Hi, I'm Kenyon Dean. I'm a Stigler High School senior, and shout out to my girlfriend Jocelyn.
Hello, my name is Joshua Morris. I'm a junior at Stigler High School. Georgia, will you go to prom with me? Also, I'd like to say hi to Aiden, Mom, Dad, Matthew, Christopher, Mrs. Rose, Mrs. Rob, Miss Greg, Mr. Holt, Mrs. Henson, Mr. and Mrs. Stamper.
My name is Claire Autry. I'm a freshman at Stigler High School, and I love to animate.
My name is Devin Wilson. I'm a junior at Stigler High School, and hi, Miss Rob.
This is I Want Answers on RSU Public TV.
And welcome back to I Want Answers presented by GRDA. We're down to the final round of our competition tonight. The whirlwind round is coming right up.
Next up, it's the whirlwind round. In this round, the trailing team gets to pick from one of 3 categories, and they get to choose whether they wish to answer the category's questions themselves or force the other team to answer them. The team will have 60 seconds to answer as many questions as possible, and then the other team gets their turn at one of 3 remaining categories. Each correct answer is worth 10 points. If any team correctly answers all 10 questions, they receive 10 bonus points.
All right, well, Stigler, your team is trailing, so you get to pick out of these 3 categories: X, Wizard of Oz, or Microsoft Windows.
We're going to give them Windows.
You're going to give them Windows. All right, Stigler is giving Riverfield Microsoft Windows. Now remember that time begins after I read the first question. Answer these questions about the Microsoft Windows operating system. A shortcut symbol or a picture that represents a program or application is indicated by what 4-letter word?
Icon?
Correct. What opens the Start menu and accesses programs?
The Windows button?
Incorrect. What desktop icon displays all drives connected to your computer so that you can access the drives?
Files?
Incorrect. What allows you to open an application without going through the Start menu?
Shortcut?
Correct. What stores any deleted files?
The trash can.
Recycling bin.
Correct. What turns off your computer safely?
Shut down.
Correct. GUI refers to user-friendly items that appear as pictures and is short for what?
Graphic user interface.
Correct. What appears at boot up and contains icons?
User menu?
Incorrect. What allows you to get assistance from Windows? All right, good job. All right, so we have Riverfield gets to choose for Stigler. We have the categories X, Wizard of Oz, or 20th century American composers.
Composers.
Composers? All right, 20th century American composers. Here we go. Y'all ready? I'll name the composition and you identify the composer, either George Gershwin, Aaron Copland, or Leonard Bernstein. Rodeo.
Gershwin.
Incorrect. West Side Story.
Gershwin.
Incorrect. An American in Paris.
Gershwin.
Correct. Concerto in F.
Bernstein.
Incorrect. On the Town.
Copland.
Incorrect. Billy the Kid.
Copland.
Correct. Lincoln Portrait.
Gershwin.
Incorrect. Jeremiah Symphony.
Gershwin.
Incorrect. Strike Up the Band.
Copland.
Incorrect. Wonderful.
Copland.
Incorrect. All right. Well, you guys both did everyone did really great. That was a challenging one as well. We're going to go back to some speed questions, 3 rounds. The score stands at 280 for Riverfield and 90 Stigler, but we got some more points to catch up. Here we go. What one word can be added to the end of these words to make compound words? Back, fair, underplay, camp. Riverfield.
Ground.
Correct. Who, according to the story, was the tall, lanky Native American that walked into the Plymouth colony and said to the Pilgrims in ragged English, "Greetings, Englishmen"? Stigler?
Squanto.
Incorrect. Somerset. All right, what kind of container is associated with Pandora?
Box.
Correct. What traditional Japanese robe is worn mainly during formal... Stigler?
Kimono.
Correct. What status was maintained by these nations during the Second World War? Afghanistan, Saudi Arabia, Siam, Portugal, Sweden, Switzerland. Riverfield?
Neutral.
Correct. What words complete this excerpt from an American patriotic song? Yes, we'll rally round the flag, boys. We'll rally once again, shouting the... Riverfield?
Battle cry of freedom.
Correct. My tune, I think I was off again. All right, what complex insoluble carbohydrate is the main constituent of the cell wall in most plants? Riverfield?
Cellulose.
Correct. Without changing the meaning, restate this sentence without the double negative. Their response was hardly nonviolent.
The response was violent.
Correct. Serpens cauda is the part of a constellation that is the serpent's tail. What is the meaning of another part of that constellation called Serpens caput? Riverfield?
The serpent's head.
Correct. What is the name for a painting giving a likeness of a person and some insight into his or her personality? Riverfield?
Portrait.
Correct. What phrase in the 8th Amendment indicates punishment that is grossly out of proportion to the crime, or Riverfield?
Cruel and unusual.
Correct. All right, that bell concludes tonight's competition. The final score stands at 370 Riverfield, 100 for Stigler. Great job, both teams. The winning team, which is Riverfield, you all will advance to the next round of our competition. And we'll see you guys again in a few weeks. Thank you, teams, for playing, and thank you, audience, for joining us as we showcase the knowledge of our local Green Country High School academic teams. Be sure to follow I Want Answers on Facebook and Instagram. And remember, you can always catch up on past episodes anytime at rsu.tv. We'll see you next time for another exciting competition on I Want Answers.
I Want Answers is presented by the Grand River Dam Authority. Additional funding provided by the Gerald H. Westby Jr. Foundation, RCB Bank, the Muscogee Creek Nation, the Tulsa Port of Catoosa, Advanced Research Chemical, Rogers State University, and viewers like you. Thank you.